Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com.
Good time. How are we all doing today? You've been doing something with my microphone? What's going on here? What is that? No. Why is my mic so low, Bob? Here, guys. Why is it so low? It shouldn't be so low. All right, can you hear me any better now, or is this Finally, here's the let's do that. See if that messes with anything. Sound distant. We hear you cut the music. I think we hear you cut the music. Okay, music's cut. Oh, this is frustrating. I don't know. It's better than, but it's not loud enough. Because I can control my own microphone sound, but that's on my end. I sound good now? What in the world? I don't know. Hold on. Let's do this. We're just going to abandon that and go to this. Can you also hear Bob the Cigar Guy?
Hello, everybody. I am Bob the Cigar Guy.
I can hear you now. I wonder if StreamYard updated something.
You're screaming in my ears.
Well, that's because your
That's better.
headphone volume
Yeah, that's better.
is messed up, is different.
That's better.
Huh.
But I can barely hear myself now. That's interesting.
Can you?
Yeah, I can hear myself good now.
Okay, so that's adjusting a different volume. That's adjusting your actual headset
Yeah,
volume.
my hearing volume.
But they can't adjust their headset volume like
Right.
we can.
Right.
So I don't know, maybe the board finally updated or something's changed, because normally we have these things way down here and we sound fine, but now we bring them back up to where they're supposed to be,
And now
and now they sound like they're supposed to. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if the music was just really loud. The music's cut at half volume.
don't know.
Lots of bass. Well, I don't know how to control that.
You got a lot of tone in your voice. Now that you can
Well,
play with that on that.
That's because
on
I
the keypad.
have these things jacked up so they can hear us.
Right,
Now
what I'm saying is you can play with that on the keypad to change. your
I'm not
tones.
playing with a bunch of anything.
I'm not saying
I'll
that you
turn. We'll do that so people can
Okay.
they can say whether or not what our tones are or whatnot. Okay. Sorry about that.
All right, take two. Back to Big Head Chief.
I don't know how to change the bass. I don't know. I don't want to get messing with this thing too much and completely screw it up for everything.
You just got a Barry White thing going on tonight.
Outputs, headphones. No, I don't want the headphones.
Maybe it's because we've been
output.
drinking this Samuel Adams
Faders.
Oktoberfest so much.
I haven't taken a sip of mine yet. I don't know. I have no idea. You're just gonna have to listen to me super bassy. Sorry, I don't know how to fix it.
Interesting.
Says Bob sounds like he's on a secondary mic.
Is my mic as high as yours is?
Yeah. I've unmuted you.
Well, I don't know.
I can jack yours up.
Well, there we go. I guess. I don't hear a difference.
I hear you fine in my headphones.
Yeah. It worked when I was shooting videos all this week.
I don't know what's messed up with it now. Right. I don't know. This shouldn't change anything. That should be the music sound and the sound that comes through the computer. I don't know.
Is your computer turned up?
It doesn't. My computer won't affect it.
Okay.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys will be able to hear us throughout the show. It's Chief Talk. It's Thursday night. It's brought to you by Drew Estate Cigar, Natura Cigar. Welcome into the show. Bob Cigar Guy, how are you doing?
I'm great, Chief. How are you?
I do feel like I have to have my face right up on my microphone now to hear myself at all. Maybe I just turn my own sound up. I can hear you better too. But okay, that doesn't fix the stream side either. I don't know. Maybe like
Gary's answer to answer your question. Saturday at noon. That's when the First Lady show is on. It is going to be a hoot and a half. I don't know what she's going to be talking about, but I know she's going to be giving away a bunch of our
Pamela
stuff.
says it's a lot better now. So hopefully everybody else will experience a lot better as well. So we're in the show. It's Thursday night. Tonight's show can possibly be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's a lot more fun than it
Oh,
started
no, we're
out.
not doing this garbage again, are we? I just see the name of the show.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Sammy Flo says we both sound good. Gary's answer says okay, thank you. I guess that was talking about the first lady show. All right, so tonight's show is testing Bob's palate again. Now, we did this a couple weeks ago, and
No.
we did it with cigars. You did a really good job. You got 4 for 4.
Yeah, so you quit when you're ahead.
No, that's not any fun. Fireborn says noon Eastern. I get them at 10 a.m. here in Colorado. Yeah, we do everything by Eastern Standard Time because we are on the East Coast. Everything's just falling apart now.
God dog, chief.
I had the show prepared and everything too.
It's because you banged your beer off on the table instead of using the cutter. You didn't shook everything.
I guess so. I'm glad you said banged and not beat. All right. So what we're doing tonight is not that hard, I don't think. Let's talk about the band thing. Was not that hard either. And the yeah, okay. Before we do get in the show, I want to know, what are you smoking? What are you drinking? Bob Cigar, what are you smoking this evening?
I'm smoking the My Father's La Opulenza. Delicious taste. This thing was old. Had some golden cellophane, but I'm finding that this 60 ring gauge box press just doesn't feel comfortable.
Oh. It's a big cigar.
It just I'm like, I wish I had a Robusto.
Charles Adamson says, has Bob the Cigar's palate and gut recovered from that lime juice yet?
That lime juice was disgusting. It was supposed to be a lime drink. It was nothing but straight lime juice. I meant to take a sip that was about a half a mouthful. I went too far, and I filled my mouth full of lime juice, and it was one of the most, oh my gosh.
Matt Berger's got a knuckle sandwich puro.
That's what I should have done. I should have saved some, and so you could have done that tonight.
Ugh. No, thank you.
That sounds like a game.
Bob Ellis says the Lost Cal 2025. That's not a game. That's a torture. Fireborn says it's all the solar storms wreaking havoc with the technology. J-Bait says Bob Cigar Guy is chief breaking equipment, so the channel has to get him some new hardware.
It's funny. Right before we got on the show, I'm like, we really need to get another sound deck for over here because I'm afraid I'm going to knock it off the table.
I'm happy with that because then I can set this one up and not touch anything.
Yeah.
Because I did notice when I plugged this thing in earlier that you still push my sound thing down whenever whenever I'm not here. So it'll be nice to have these things oriented where they just don't move on my desk anymore.
Did you notice the wire was pushed up today?
What wire?
The wire that's been hanging down in front of you since the last time your mom did a show.
Oh, yeah, look at there. I guess I just gotten so acclimated to it being there, I forgot it was there. Let's see. J-Bates says, no cigar, but maybe later. I do have a nice Rogue Elderberry in. Michael Zakvik's got the JFR 20th anniversary in some Buffalo Trace. You do know it only takes about 1 ounce of lime juice to make a quart of limeade.
I'll tell you what, it whooped my tail.
At the lounge, one of the things I've been doing is I drink a lot of water while I work. Oh, I just walked over a grave. I drink a lot of water while I'm at work, and what I've been doing here recently is taking and squirting in an ounce of lemon juice and then an ounce and a half of simple syrup and making myself little like poor man's lemonades.
That'll work.
It worked. They're great. I enjoy it. It's a nice little addition to the water intake.
Zest.
I have 2 cigars here, and I don't know which one I'm going to smoke. I think I know which one I'm going to smoke, but for sake of options, I have the Mi Querida Sacacan, the big Mi Querida Black, which I'm not that much of a fan of.
Did you drive your truck?
No, I did not.
Then you won't even get to finish that.
And then I have the Sin Compromiso number 5 here.
Ooh.
To smoke. So I think I'm going to smoke this one just because I haven't smoked a Sin Compromiso in quite a while.
That box is about empty, isn't it?
There's a few in there. But I think I'm going to smoke this one. I grabbed this other one and for the Sacacan because I was like, ooh, there's no telling how much I'll talk tonight with the show and how much I'll get into smoking. Obviously, I don't have a curfew to go home.
Have you smoked that Rocky Patel I gave you?
No. It was.
Come on, Chief.
So I worked last night. I don't normally work on Wednesday nights, but this Wednesday and next Wednesday I'm working the night shift, and I have run out of my personal cigars at the house. Well, the personal cigars I take into the shop, and so I'm not spending my whole
I was
paycheck.
gonna say you got 1,000 cigars at your house.
Not that many anymore. And I got a good amount, but it's like it's that situation where you have so much, it's so hard to choose.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
And so
It's a good problem to have. Though,
I had that Davidoff Chef's blend in my little travel humidor, and then I have that Rocky Patel Emerald thing, and I was like, I don't want to smoke the Chef's blend while I'm here.
The Royal Guard.
So I walked into the humidor, and I picked up a 4-pack of the Don Carlos that just got released, and in that pack is the Don Carlos Petite Lancero that I smoked last week, and I got it in the pack to give to you. I forgot to bring it, unfortunately. So whenever you see me again, I'll probably have it for you. But I was like, I don't want to smoke this. I want to not be working when I smoke this Davidoff. And I was like, I don't want to be caught smoking this Rocky Patel.
We have some new stuff in the studio.
And I'm looking forward to raiding it before I leave tonight.
No, they all need to be reviewed.
So you can't have any.
Well,
look, there's a lot of stuff I'm raiding this evening before I leave because I have to work tomorrow and Saturday.
I've got all the review stuff on one area, so that's off limits. But we've got a ton of.
He says off limits,
Sherman,
but
they're still brand new boxes.
Well,
ain't been opened yet.
Doesn't mean I won't break into them. So I got that Don Carlos sampler pack, so I didn't have to smoke the Rocky.
It's not that bad a cigar. You ought to give it a try. You said you were going to try it.
I'm going to try.
You're going to revisit.
I'm going to try it. There's just a part of me that's like, oh man, what if it is a good cigar? And I have to say it's a good cigar, right? All right. The Opus X for me been one of those weeks.
Which Opus?
Tell us which one. I actually was hoping we're supposed to get some Opus X in the lounge here soon, and I can't wait till they drop because I do want to get one.
That Opus Blue is amazing.
I love the Opus Blue. Michael Carter's
Purple
favorite.
Rain is between heaven and earth. The Purple Rain is one of my favorite Opuses, but those things cost a car payment. They are expensive.
Chi-Town's got the 601 La Bamba.
Did you see?
Did
you see that thing Sanj Patel did? I actually shared it.
No.
And if you make purchases of this now, you get a chance to win. But he's giving away cigars to homeless people, and they come into a shop. And there's a new Opus, I guess. And it's $360 a piece.
Whoa.
And he's giving away, if you buy so many of them. No. You go and you spend money on buying somebody food, and you send him a receipt, and that is one of your drawings.
That's a really cool.
Isn't that amazing?
That's a really cool promotion. That's one way that is really cool to spend to get some really cool cigars, is to find ways
right
to make people give back to their communities or help their communities out, in a sense of like these cigars, they're here, then they're gone. But the impact that you could make spending that same amount of money on somebody else in your community is so much more valuable. That's really cool.
And the giveaways ain't cheap. He's giving away the first place, I think, is either a box or a humidor of those cigars. And then there's either a 10-pack and then a 5-pack. And then he's going to give
that's awesome
some away to the people. He's got.
I'm going to have to look in. I'm going to look that up because I think it'd be really cool to bring Sanj on. Talk to you about. That sounds really cool.
I think it is really cool. It's for his birthday. It's October's birthday month, and he's doing that for his birthday.
I'll look into it, and I might reach out to Matty Rock.
That'd be cool.
Fireborn says it's just a Fuente Opus X. Just. Charles Evanson's finishing up a blackened S84. Not sure what will be next. Sammy Flo says Sanj does a great job. We like Sanj. Sanj's good people. All right. So tonight's show is testing Bob's palate again. So tonight's don't hang your head so low, Bob Cigar Guy. It's nothing to worry about.
All day long. And I gotta come here and work.
All it is just mystery cups of stuff. A.
No.
B. C. D.
All right, you need to go back to being broke and having no disposable income. That's what you need to do.
I'm billing you for this, by the way. And E. We have got 5 selections here for Bob the Cigar Guy.
I have PTSD from last week's video.
And here's the thing. They are in non-see-through cups, and they have lids on them. Spent a whole $2.75 on 20 cups and 20 lids. Because I didn't want to do straws, because straws could kind of sort of give it away.
I don't use straws.
So Bob the Cigar Guy.
Guys don't use straws.
I mean, sissy sticks are cool sometimes.
No.
You ever look at restaurant cups?
I don't
You
care.
You should look at restaurant cups.
I don't care.
All right, Bob the Cigar Guy. I'm going to hand all of these to you. I want you to line them up on your desk, A through E.
If I drop them all, then I don't have to drink them, right?
No. I'll tell you, I'll give you a slight hint as to what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you the full hint, though, because I feel like with the cigars, when I gave you the hints of what they were, it was easy to kind of play. Oh, well, I'm looking for this. Okay. I'm looking for this flavor, or I'm looking for this note, or whatever, in order to figure out what it is. And so this you're going into completely blind. But I will tell you what you will be drinking. Okay. You are drinking sodas.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to tell you.
Not adulterated. You didn't spit in them or stick your finger in them or
no.
dip your ash in it or something.
No, I did not change. I did not alter the beverage of insertion in any fact of how it was just made by the company. J-Bait says you prefer the umbrellas instead of straws.
Free drink J-Baits, I swear.
It is 5 sodas, and I did not fill them up. I only gave you so much because I feel like last time I gave you a really good long time limit on things. This one I kind of want to just roll through a little bit. I'll let you make your guesses as we go. I actually need to get myself a piece of paper so I know how you call these things so that we can revisit this. So Bob, you can do anyone in any order that you'd like, but I want to do an initial guess, and then after you've done your initial guesses, you can go back through and you can make a updated guess, and then after your updated guesses, we will reveal what they are. So, Bob the Cigar Guy, if you will, go ahead and start drinking. Enjoy what
I just drank the beer.
Enjoy what I have selected for you. Yeah, I didn't say we both have Samuel Adams Oktoberfest here because it is October, and Oktoberfest is here among us. So why not drink Oktoberfest? We also got this on tap at the shop, and people are saying how good it is. So I wanted to test it and test it and see if I thought the same. Making Poor Decisions says, "What's up, guys? What's up, brother?" J-Bait says
you were very smart. That's smart. So I was like, the word is right here, and I'm like, why didn't he put the spout with the word? He put the spout on the backside so that when I'm drinking it, you can actually see the letter on the spout. And I know you did that on purpose because
every single one is the same way.
Yeah, game knows game.
How about that?
That's attention to detail.
Now, unfortunately, all 5 cups were not the same. Like the first 3 cups were the same design,
right?
So I had to get a little fun with D and E,
right?
But it is. I did make it that way so that you didn't have like the camera could see which one you were drinking. And also, we are at 20 people, so 37 out of 37 shows this year, we have hit 20 or more.
All right, so this is A.
That is A.
It's a dark brown liquor.
Good job, Bob.
That's soda.
I told you it was soda. Dun, 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 dun.
No, you got to give me the 5 names.
No, I don't. I want you to tell me what you think they are. I want you to tell me what you think they are. No. As you drink, I want to know. And then you'll get to go and change your... Yes. We're doing... I already wrote it out on the list here. All right. I already wrote
but I don't know what they... I don't drink a lot of soda. I drink Diet Pepsi.
Okay. So I want you to tell me the very first time you drink them, what you think it is.
Are they name brand sodas?
They are. And then when you're done with all 5, we can come back and say, oh, no, I actually thought that this one was that one, and that one was this one, and this one is that one. Okay. So what do you think A is?
It's not Diet.
Okay. So it's not Diet. Oh, stop. Oh, you so fast.
I would say that that's Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. All right. B, sir.
God, that is so sweet. That's brown too.
They all look the same, by the way. Stir enough stuff into them and they turn the same color.
That's not Coca-Cola.
That's not Coca-Cola, is what he says. Fireborn says, click the like, share the show, and get these goobers more viewers. Thank you.
I don't know what that is.
Sip like that every time, Bob, and I'll give you a super on show in Florida.
You muted. Oh, I thought you muted me.
I did. I was waiting for it. What is B, Bob?
B is not Coca-Cola.
Okay. So what is it?
C is not Coca-Cola.
Okay. So what is B? Because you haven't drank C yet.
I just did.
Oh, well, what is B then? You got to give me an answer.
That's disgusting. That's what it is.
Now, I don't remember which one is which. I have them labeled. I actually have them in my cabinet over here so that you wouldn't see them.
It's hot. They're all hot.
They are not refrigerated, but that really shouldn't affect it.
It does.
Much. Well, cry. What is B, Bob? Come on, man.
I don't know, but I'm going to call it Diet Coca-Cola because I don't know.
Diet Coke. Diet Coke. All right. C is Charles Adamson. I did see that Izzy is doing a Sunday brunch thing after the Florida Barn Smoker.
These are name brand?
Mm-hmm. In some countries.
B and C taste a lot alike.
Oh, okay.
But C's got that nasty.
So could C be Diet Pepsi?
No. I don't know. I don't drink hot Diet Pepsi.
Would I have put Diet Pepsi right in the middle of everything? Come on, Bob.
I don't know.
Just take a you go to the gas station every day.
And I get Diet Pepsi every day. Every day.
You pass 10,000 sodas.
But I don't drink them.
Yeah, but in order to have gotten to liking Diet Pepsi, like you had to try other things.
A long time ago. I'm not going to say this is what it is, but you have to have an answer. So I'm going to say C is Diet Dr. Pepper, but it's not.
Diet Pep. All right.
If it's a cheer wine or if it's a diet cheer wine or a Diet Dr. Pepper, those are the same. You can't differentiate between the two of them when they're hot, especially.
Fireborn says, to be fair, if Bob doesn't normally drink warm soda, then it's definitely a disadvantage because the flavors will be different.
Absolutely.
Oh, shut up.
D is Diet Pepsi.
D is Diet Pepsi. All right. And E. Charles Edmondson says, hint, if it tastes like dirt, turned earth, and minerality, it is Pepsi. Good one.
And E is Pepsi.
E is Pepsi. All right. Do you want to change any of your guesses? So A, you said was Coke. Straight up, good old-fashioned Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to stay with that?
I think so.
Okay, so we're going to stick there. B, you said was Diet Coke. Good old, better than Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke. Do you want to stick with Diet Coke?
Yeah. I do.
All right. C, you said was Diet Dr. Pepper. Is that the route you want to go?
No, but I can't think of anything that would fit that bill.
Okay. C, you were confident was Diet Pep.
D.
D. And then E, you said was Pepsi.
Yes.
Okay, you want to keep that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see how well Bob the Cigar Guy knows his sodas.
Not well. I can tell you right now.
All right.
Because they're hot.
All right. So A, you said was Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
A was Pepsi.
I can see that.
See, you got it right there.
Hot Pepsi.
Hey, it's not hot.
It is hot. You drink these
feel
cups.
Feel this bottle.
You drink these cups. You drink these cups.
Bottle's freezing cold. All right.
You should have gave me that bottle. I would have drank out of that.
E, well, the bottle shapes of Pepsi and Coke are so different, or they're so marketable, like they're tellable. It would have been too easy.
I could have used some help.
E, which you called Pepsi, was Coke Zero.
I can see that.
Of course you can see it now that you've seen it.
I don't drink either one of them.
You did get this right. B is Diet Coke.
All right.
Congratulations. C, which you called Diet Dr. Pepper, is Pepsi Zero.
I could see that. I was dancing between that. I was thinking that B was Pepsi Zero and C
Pepsi
was
Zero.
Diet Coke.
And D was Diet Pepsi. So 2 out of 5.
But I knew the one that I know.
Got a 40.
I knew the one that I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now to the winner goes the spoils. I will take that. But that was I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
2 out of 5. Wow, Bob, how's it feel to fail?
Look, I don't care. I don't. That's an unfair competition.
Now, I will say you did a really good job of getting 4 out of 5 brands. I figured you would get the Diet Pepsi because Diet Pepsi tastes like Diet Pepsi.
Which it when it's hot, it does not taste. It tastes more like
And
Coke.
I figured you would get the Diet Coke because I know you know what Diet Coke tastes. Diet Coke tastes like, because when they don't have Diet Pepsi, you just get Diet Coke. I had a really good feeling that you would not get Coke Zero or Pepsi Zero. But you called, what was it? Diet Dr. Pepper is what you called the Pepsi Zero. What you called Pepsi was Coke Zero, and what you called Coke was Pepsi. So
I'm fine with that.
Hope you all had fun.
No,
That wasn't so bad. Look at you complaining about
it
stuff.
wasn't the worst.
Just crying about stuff. Are you doing a suicide over there?
Well, I'll knock this crap over and I'll mess it up. So
Pretty smart of me though to not give you any hints with the see-through cups or straws, because I know you would have used those as hints.
yes,
Ooh, look at how you bubble.
the effervescence.
Well, that's it for the show. That's all I had. I did think about there's another way to do this. I didn't have enough time to dedicate to doing it, where you literally set like this kind of sort of desk thing up in front of you, and you just put straws down into stuff.
You drink from the straws.
And
I would
then-
not have done that because I've seen too many of those where people put hot sauce.
Pickle
and
juice,
lime
oyster
juice.
juice. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
That'll be the next one we do.
Nope.
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 We'll do a we'll make a clause where it's like it can't be 10 million Scoville unit or something. Like
Pastrami juice.
we could do like Frank's Red Hot. Like it's just buffalo sauce. It's like it's not spicy at all.
Yeah, but when you don't know what's coming,
and then do like clam juice. Something that's gonna make you really.
Yeah, I did.
So stroming's too expensive.
You ain't lying.
But the clam juice would work. Just
It
as
is
well.
better than kombucha and yogurt. Oh my god, that video was so bad.
You don't like yogurt?
No. I had one of those Chobani raspberry and blueberry and blackberry yogurts with a cigar, the pairing thing, and it was chunky.
Not happy with the palate, huh?
The kombucha was awful.
I have no idea what kombucha is, but I know
it's hippie armpit with
with
little balls of
kombucha-
deodorant and long hair. It's awful.
I know kombucha, like
It's gut
in
healing.
order to make kombucha, like it has to have this like super thick film on the top
Yeah,
of it
it's disgusting.
that like helps it ferment or whatever.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, definitely not gonna catch me doing that. Now I've seen people like make their own at home kombucha. I've seen the videos where like they'll pop the top on it and it like sprays up onto their roof and stuff.
Yeah.
Bob Ellis likes kombucha.
No.
Jay
If you
Bates-
don't want happiness in your life, you drink diet or you drink kombucha.
Okay. So Bob Ellis's life is just a lie. Jay Bates says Diet Coke tastes like Dawn dish soap. What? I like taste Diet Coke.
Oh, that was disgusting.
I did think about throwing a kicker in there and doing like a Mountain Dew or a Code Red or a Sprite.
See, but I could pick that easy. That is so
But
signature.
But if you do it like at the end when you've drank nothing but dark drinks the whole entire time, and then all of a sudden you're thrown
Right.
a curve like, oh, I've drank Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, Pepsi.
If
You're not
I'm-
expected.
If
You know,
I'm
Mountain
setting
Dew.
up the game for you, you get to set the rules pretty much. And so I get to set the rules. And so maybe I'll get 5 of the strongest energy drinks. But you have to drink the whole glass.
Oh, gosh.
Like 4 ounces. And you have to shoot it back
Oh.
in one shot.
there you
And
go.
we'll do it in
Just
the very beginning
make
of the
my
show.
heart explode. It's not like I have a bad history with heart.
We'll do it in the
issue.
very beginning of the show, and then we will just turn you loose, and I will figure out all the trigger things I can say to get you going like it was last week, and we will just take this thing off the rails.
Charles Adamson says he tried kombucha once. Tastes like something let to rot for weeks.
Does it taste like
Hey, sometimes the stuff that's let to rot for weeks tastes actually pretty good.
wet, dirty gym shoe?
No, but you got to think like sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's
Shoelaces.
great.
Yeah,
But
tobacco's great.
Sauerkraut, but tobacco's not left to rot.
Tobacco's fermenting.
It's not rotting.
It is
It's
that's what
aging.
fermentation is.
No, it's the breaking
fermentation
down.
is and that's
No,
rotting.
it's- No.
That's composting.
No.
Composting is rotting.
No. We're not composting tobacco leaves. Stop. All right. The rest of the show is just me. No need to have Bob Cigar Guy here anymore. Sorry, everybody. He's gross. Doesn't have any house manners.
You filled me up with bubbles.
You can back away from the microphone. You don't have to do it right in the microphone. Charles Adams says he's smoking the Mayflower Dream. I still have yet to smoke anything from
I
Mayflower.
like
yet.
that booth. That booth was
That's
cool.
really cool. The ship.
Yeah.
It
was done well.
I'll tell you what's good. It's just Sin Compromiso. I haven't had a Sin Compromiso in a while, and I'm glad that I did grab the Sin Compromiso.
What do you think about your Oktoberfest?
Trucktoberfest?
Oktoberfest, your beer?
I haven't. Oh, it's good. It's nice. I like it. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little heavier.
It's not a lager, is it?
I don't know. Hearty and smooth, but I don't know. It just says malt brings so much to a great beer. That's why we developed a unique malt blend to provide a robust color and smooth, rich flavor. like you, we look forward to this tradition every year. So it's a malt beer, not a lager, a malt beer.
Ooh.
And this was brewed in March. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen a
born on date.
Well, it's got a little like a card tab on the edge of the where the SKU's at, which is also like a little pint thing, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I see it.
But right next to it, it's got the little date as to, I guess it was when it was brewed, or maybe it's when it's goodbye. Freshness matters. Enjoy before the month notched. Oh, so enjoy it by March. Dang,
This is October.
I didn't know you could let beer go 5 months.
maybe it was last March.
Get a little. No, it's enjoy by March.
Yeah, it could have been
So
last March. Did it say 2025?
No,
26?
what it's saying is it's good until March. So it's in the store now. Obviously, they wouldn't have had an Oktoberfest from January.
Does beer spoil?
Oh, I'm sure it does. Everything spoils.
No, it doesn't. They have honey in the pyramids of Egypt that's still edible.
Charles Edmondson says, I had dry aged ribeye steak in New York City. It was delicious. But it's not left to rot. It's slowly curing on itself.
It's
air cure. No. I don't think it's rotting. Because it's in a climate controlled environment. It's literally pulling the moisture out of the steak. Those refrigerators, those cabinets are literally designed to pull moisture out so that it enriches the umami flavor in the steak. Yes, I don't know if I call it rotting. You guys aren't going to trigger me as much as you did last week.
You triggered yourself.
JB says, I don't know. I have a beer in my fridge from a couple years or more, and I still drink it. Just the freshness.
It's probably Bud Light.
So how often do you drink it? Like, is it a beer that's like you just pop the top open and just sip on every once in a while? I was like, oh, this was good.
Then put it back in the fridge.
Better with age. Look at this. That's like the people who get the 10-year aged spirits or whatever, and they've had the bottle for 20 years, and it's like, it's 10-year aged, but it has 20 more years on it. It's like, it's all it's done is sit in a glass bottle. It ain't changed the flavor at all.
It doesn't age at all.
The aging process comes through the barrel,
right?
And the time that it's spent in the barrel, going in and out of the wood, not not on your glass bottle that you have. Michael Carter, welcome into the show. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. Big love over to my wife, Sammy Flo, myself, and Jay Bates for the love button over on Facebook, and also Mike Pfeiffer, Clay Murph, Matt Brugger, Donald James, and Charles Adamson for hitting the like button over on Facebook, and everybody who's on YouTube who is happening to enjoy the stream this evening, who has liked it. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're on Facebook and you want to share to your cigar Facebook groups, please do. Also, if you are not subscribed to either Facebook or YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button, the subscription button, and that bell to get notified anytime a video goes up. And if you're over on Facebook, make sure that you hit the like button on the stream, like the page, follow the page. And if you want to put the notification bell on over there too, you can get updated every time we post something over there. Speaking of somewhere, you know what I didn't do? I did not choose a stick pick of the week this week. That's because we were too busy talking before the show. Whoops. We'll have one next week.
You should have two.
Nah. There were some good pictures because before I got here, I was looking at it. I was like, ooh, that's a nice picture. It was funny. Gary Brooks smoked a BOTL throughout the week. And I was like, do I choose this as the stick pick of the week because of all of the craziness that ensued last week off of it? Or do we just let it die into the misery of where did that come? Oh, that's yeah.
Of your sadness.
So no stick pick of the week this week, unfortunately, guys. Beer lasts past the date code if kept cold. Wow. I don't know. I don't drink a lot of beer, so I will say this is my second beer in a week. But the last time I drank beer before last week, I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while. Is the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest and Amber Martin? Brother, I don't know. I don't see no amber. Brewer Patriot, Samuel Adams, Oktoberfest, Hardy and Smooth. And then the back is what I read earlier about the malt. And it's signed by some dude named Jim. I don't see anything that says Amber Martin on it. I also don't want to tip this thing sideways and tip beer all over myself. Sir, your taillight's out. Oh, why do you smell like beer? You won't believe this, officer.
That's funny.
It's a Martin, multi-low hops. Okay. Hopefully you guys just Googled it, or maybe Bob Ellis, you just knew that off the top of your head. I don't know. All right. Let's talk about the big elephant in the cigar room. Let me pull this up.
Don't.
Let me do this. And let me come over here. Somebody hit something up in Discord. Probably Charles Adamson sending me something. This, and then share screen, and then window, and then here, and share. All right. Can you see that, Bob Cigar Guy?
I can.
All right. So the federal court declines to halt California's UTL deadline. This is from the Premium Cigar Association. On the evening of October 8th, which was yesterday, U.S. District Judge Monica Ramirez Almadani denied the premium cigars industry emergency request for a temporary restraining order to postpone California's unflavored tobacco list filing deadline. So if you have not been living under a rock, Steve Saka, I think, has probably been the one who's been the most vocal about this that I've seen about, some of the blending stuff not going forward in the future with the Barbara Maria, which is a cigar that's made for a lounge out in California, if my memory does serve me correctly.
Yes.
And it kind of started this firestorm of people wondering what's going on with the state of cigars in California. So a lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have been wondering, and who has been doing some work behind the scenes? Well, our friends at the PCA. So California put a unflavored tobacco list file out there. The Premium Cigar Association, Premium Cigar Industry, requested a restraining order on it, and they said no. I guess the filing deadline for people to file their cigars in California goes into effect today. The court's decision was based on procedural considerations rather than the merits of the case. As a result, the broader legal challenge of the UTL regulation filed on October 3rd remains ongoing and will proceed through the judicial process. Because the temporary restraining order was denied, the October 9th application deadline remains in place, as previously said by the Attorney General's office. Submitting applications by today's deadline is the only way to ensure that products are reviewed and considered for inclusion before the state's initial UTL publication. So just because you submit does not mean you get your stuff in. It has to go through the process, it has to be approved, so on and so forth.
But you also have to submit a ton of money per SKU, not per blend, per SKU.
Which is insane, because there are many companies out there that have multiple blends that have multiple SKUs, and I'm sure that puts a big damper. Now, I am curious as to what percentage of the cigar industry makes up the California market. Obviously, there are a lot of people in California, so I'm sure it puts a dent in, but I'm curious as to how much of a dent it puts in.
Well, I have a follow-up.
Let me read the rest of this. Although the Attorney General's office has indicated that it will accept filings after the deadline, products submitted by or after October 9th are not guaranteed inclusion on the initial list, complicating or even blocking importation into California for products not submitted by October 9th. State officials have stated that they will review late applications as quickly as possible and will make efforts to include as many qualifying products as they can in the first release. The Attorney General's office has also filed a formal opposition late last night to the industry's request for the preliminary injunction, an action that was anticipated. The Premium Cigar Association Legal Counsel is reviewing both the opposition and the court's order to determine the next steps and to continue pursuing all available legal avenues to protect the interest of the premium cigar industry from this arbitrary and burdensome regulation, i.e., is hard and expensive. The Premium Cigar Association will provide updates as developments occur, and then the actual filing can be found here on our website if you want to go and look through all of the legal jargon, which is exhaustive and massive and 34 pages worth of stuff. So if you want to go read all that, it is available on ChevetteReport.com. But as directly from the PCA, I did not write that article. I took it directly from the email that went out from PCA. Let's see. Charles Adams says I'm going to need to relay addresses to buy cigars. Michael Zakovic says Agadorn has submitted 53 SKUs. Half Wheel has a good article on the California UTL. And then Fireborn says it seems quite obvious that California wants to be 0% of the cigar industry. I think California legislators
want
to be. One of the things that I saw was it was a comment on an Instagram post, and I can't remember who put it, but it was like California legislators are happy to see, their fermented grapes go and make wine across the world, but they're also wanting to dampen fermented tobacco to make, premium cigars in their state, which is kind of weird.
It is weird, but JC Newman put out a press release today, and I won't read the whole thing, but just the parts that have some merit to them. Yesterday, JC Newman Cigar Company filed applications to register 163 cigars on California's unflavored tobacco list. An additional 35 JC Newman cigars are exempt from the UTL because their wholesale price is above $12. Under California Assembly Bill 3218, passed last year, premium cigars must either be listed on the UTL or exempted in order to be legally sold in California. JC Newman is pleased to announce that a total of 198 of its cigars, SKUs, will continue to be available in California. And then it goes down a little bit further that said, where is it? It costs $300 per filing. And so a SKU is, if we've got, Steve, you're smoking the Sin Compromiso.
Yep.
If there's 5 different sizes, 5 different Vitolas of the same blend, those are all SKUs. So if you want to sell all of the Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust Sin Compromiso in California, you have to send in that $1,500. And then there's some other things that you have to do as well. Plus there's a fee that you have to pay every year and all this other stuff that goes through, and you have to wait for approval. So there's no guarantee that they won't drag their feet and you can't sell for a long period of time. And then that's going to screw up your manufacturing numbers. That's going to screw up your distributorships. That's going to screw up your sales. That's going to screw up everything else. So it seems like they're doing the same thing that the FDA was trying to do by shutting down cigars, by just making everybody stop. And then, you don't make a ton of money making cigars and letting them sit in your factories. You need to bring them in and bring them out. And so that's part of the model of their business. And so to stop that for that long period of time can be destructive to small businesses. It can destroy them completely. And then it can really put a damper on any changes or advances new companies want to put out with stuff, or big companies.
It's crazy. It's kind of crazy to think. Oh, excuse me. You said that all the cigars that are over $12 wholesale price are exempt from it. I didn't realize JC Newman had that many cigars that were $22 or more.
Well, if you got any of the JC Newmans are expensive, and
not $22 expensive though.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, I just kind of think of the brands that have, how many brands out there have cigars that are $22 or more? Because you think of, well, it's actually $24. It's not $22. You said $12.
Well, if you're going Keystone, yeah.
Well, I imagine that's what wholesale price is the price that cigar lounges buy them for, right?
Right.
So, yeah. So basically, aside from maybe big internet conglomerates who are able to sell their cigars for a lot less because they buy so many of them, That's kind of, I didn't realize JC Newman had that many expensive cigars.
I wonder if some manufacturers started selling cigars that, let's say, we're at the retail or wholesale price of $10 or $11, bumped it up to $12 so they could get past this law. I wonder.
I don't know. After 2 price increases already this year with most companies, the original, every year everybody increases their prices by a certain percentage, and then you had the tariffs thing, so everything went up, another 10%. A third price increase if you're buying a cigar for $4 more, especially if it's a cigar that wholesale is $10 and you want to get to that $10 price point. Now you're selling that cigar for $4 more on top of what you were already selling it for. So you could have a cigar that's potentially $6 more expensive in California or across the country, because I'm sure the wholesale price applies across the board. It's not just what the wholesale price in California is, because they're having to pay the extra on the tax, not the wholesale, I would imagine. So could you imagine buying a cigar in January of 2025 for, $15, and in December 2025 you're paying, $24, 23, $24 for the cigar. Add that on to if you're buying it at a box price. I mean, you're adding another $90 to $180 per box of cigars. What a way to class people out of smoking. That sucks.
The state excise tax in California on cigars is 54.27% of the wholesale cost.
Charles Simpson says a $300 application fee and a box of cigars for each SKU.
Yeah, I heard there was a box of cigars.
Our AG is going to have a lot of sticks in his humidor. Imagine that. Especially if every company is doing that, right? Because Michael Zakvik says Aganorsa submitted 53 SKUs. I can't imagine Drew Estate. I mean, if JC Newman, sent 100 and what do you said, 130 something?
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine how many Drew Estate's gonna have to send.
Utah and New York have the highest premium cigar tax. California and Alaska, Utah, New York, and Alaska are the highest. Hawaii's right behind them. California's right behind them. Florida's got hardly anything. Pennsylvania's got hardly anything. New Hampshire's got hardly anything.
Michael Zakvik says Terrence was saying it was like $20,000. Ooh. And for Aganorsa, I wonder if they're going to get hit twice on that, right? Because not only are they having to do it for their own cigars, right?
Right.
They supply so many companies with tobacco.
Right.
I wonder if companies are going to be like, oh, well, it's actually going to just be cheaper for us if we just stop producing these cigars because we want to continue to sell in California.
Florida has no tax on cigars.
I wonder, though. I would be curious if it's like, okay, so our company, I run Chief Cigar Company, and I currently sell 50 different SKUs in California. But now that this thing's in, I can't afford to do 50 SKUs, but I can afford to sell the top, 20 cigars SKUs that I have in your state. So I'm only going to send 20. I wonder if they're allowed to do that, or in order to sell their cigars in that state, I wonder if they're going to say, no, you can't just do the 20 that you want. You have to do all 50. I'd be interested to learn about that, because then that would really suck.
Alaska has $4.42 tax per cigar.
Ooh.
California $3.12. Colorado $3.30.
But everything in Alaska is super high tax.
Illinois is $2.12 on average. Maine is $2.53. Michigan is $0.50.
Fireborn says the Nikaruska just became a $13 stick in California.
New Hampshire's no tax. New York is $4.42.
So they can't pick and choose whatever SKUs they want.
Pennsylvania is no tax. Vermont's $2. Utah is $5.07.
What's South Carolina?
South Carolina is 29 cents.
Woohoo!
Wyoming's $1.17.
I wonder though. And again,
Texas is a penny.
I don't have, I've not done a deep enough dive into this, and I haven't asked anybody who would know the question, but I wonder if Smoke Inn or Corona or JR International, Two Guys, whatever, I wonder if they're kind of licking their chops about this right now. Like, ooh, we're about to have so many people ordering our stuff. Because, like, what is it? What is the legal processing here? Like, as a California resident, when you buy, like, can you buy and ship into California, or do you have to have a proxy? Like, you set it to a PO box in South Carolina, but you have a forwarding from that PO box to California.
There are ways to do it. It used to be we didn't have to pay if you bought something from a place that had no tax online. You didn't have to pay the state tax, and that loophole got so big that a lot of states are like, nope. You got to pay my tax wherever you get it, and then you got to send me that tax.
Speaking of California, you know who's in California right now?
Who?
Laureem.
Is he? Yes, he is. That 2-day drive.
He's over there right now, so I'm sure he's getting all sorts of knowledge over there. I have to pick his brain. I don't know. It sucks, man. Again, I wonder. I've always wondered about, like, the California, Washington, like some of the more liberal states, like, what is their smoking population? Not that liberality determined, like, you don't, like, obviously there are people out there who smoke cigars who are liberal leaning, but liberal leaning states seem to frown upon a lot of things that non-liberal leaning states support, and a lot of your red states are big on, firearms, tobacco, and alcohol. So I wonder, I'm curious as to, like, what was, now California has a huge population, but I wonder percentage wise, is California competitive in the cigar scene, or does Florida or Texas or, Florida or Texas, lead the way in? I would imagine Florida probably has a huge percentage of the cigar smoking base, but not because it's red, but because it's Hispanic, and because
it's warm all year round.
Well, and the cigar culture stretches from Miami up to Tampa with, making cigars. Obviously, I wonder if that's a Googleable thing.
Googleable.
State by state percentages responsible for cigar smoking. Let's see. State fact sheets, smoking and tobacco use.
That'd be cigarettes.
Let's see. Which U.S. state smokes the most cigars? That's cigarette and cigar smoking. Adult tobacco use. 2025 cigar taxes by state. Cigar smoking. Tobacco trends. Cigars facts. Overall 4.5. Let's see what this says. Cigar facts, stats, and regulations. Cigars are defined in the United States as tax code as any roll of tobacco wrapped in leaf tobacco or any substance containing tobacco that does not meet the definition of a cigarette. Little cigars, traditional cigars, cigarillos. Health effects. We don't need to read that one. Perception of cigars, industry marketing. I don't think this is going to have what I want.
AI said cigar smoking prevalence data by state can be challenging to find, with a 2021 CDC report showing current cigar smoking ranging from 0.3% in California to 1.5% in Oklahoma and Louisiana.
This is not giving me what I wanted. This is the Truth Initiative, which is get off of nicotine thing. Explore smoking in the United States. And again, that lumps in cigarettes. Trends and association. So the U.S. population of cigar smokers is about 5.3%. That was in 2023. Top tobacco states. Oh, that's production of tobacco. Okay. State-specific prevalence of adult cigar smoking. Based on CDC data from 2023, the prevalence of adult cigar smoking in each state is follows. Kansas, 3.3%. Louisiana, 2.8%. Connecticut, 2.7%. Iowa. So I'm going to read these in order from most percentage down. So Kansas, Louisiana, Connecticut, Iowa, Maine, Nebraska, D.C., New Hampshire, Mississippi, Missouri, Maryland, Arkansas, North Carolina, Kentucky, Alaska, Florida, Arizona, Alabama, Minnesota, Montana, Nevada, Idaho, Colorado, Massachusetts, California, New York, and Hawaii. That's not all 50 because I didn't say South Carolina.
That was only 20.
But it says 1.5% of California makes up cigar smokers. So 1.5% in California is way more than 1.5% in South Carolina, right? Obviously.
Facts.
Interesting. In 2021, an estimated 8.6 million U.S. adults smoked cigars. That represented 3.5% of the adult population.
And see, and that statistic is if somebody says we smoke 5 cigars in a year, they consider themselves cigar smokers. Which 80% of cigar smokers at least make up that.
Now, again, this is an AI overview, so I'm not sure exactly where it's getting all of its sources from. It says based on CDC data, but I saw another one that was from 2024 that said 5.7%, and this is saying 3.5. So 2% difference in two different. That was 2021, so maybe 2021 is right after COVID, so maybe people didn't want to say they were smoking cigars. I don't know. Interesting stuff. A lot of questions and answers that I don't have. Let's see. Bob Ellis is lighting up a black label trading coffin nails. The law says no online purchases of non-UTL list cigars. However, many retailers likely won't comply and still ship at risk to California. So that's kind of like how
Cubans,
those sites do with Cubans, where we'll send them to you. If they get caught, we'll send you a backup box. But if that one gets caught, hey, you're out. Fireborn says, I bet cigar or Florida has the most cigar. I would imagine. I could see that just because of the rich tradition and culture of cigar manufacturing in the state of Florida. That's 0.3% is why California legislature does this crap. They get points with the 50+% who hate cigars and piss off the 0.3%.
Charles, we got lots of houses for sale in our neighborhood.
Got some new houses too, new constructions.
Come to South
Charles
Carolina.
does not want to leave LA for Traveler's Rest. Now, maybe somewhere on the Bourbon Trail, but not TR.
We got bourbon.
We don't got Bourbon Trail bourbon. Oh, we have a few. I mean, we got H. Taylor, Weller, Buffalo Trace. There's a few things over here. All right. Anything else? I feel like my game went by way too fast, and that's all I had planned for tonight, unfortunately.
You made me rush.
Yeah, well, no, you were already taking forever. I mean, nobody wants to sit and watch you for 2 minutes, try to pick out nuances of a Pepsi.
I don't.
Not that it affects the calendar next week. Let me see the date.
St. Crenshaw said South Carolina's full.
So we will have Chief Talk next week, obviously, but the week after we will not. I have something that's come up at work that I need to be there for. So we will not have a Chief Talk on the 23rd, but we will have Chief Talk on the 30th. So little spooky Halloween thing. Maybe we can find some cool Halloween cigars between now and then to smoke. Bob Cigar, you know any good Halloween cigars?
I have a whole box of Skinny Monsters from Tatuaje that are probably 5 years old, 6 years old.
Whoa.
So,
well, with that, we'll close the show out. I know it's a little shorter show, only an hour and 12 minutes, but Bob the Cigar Guy, before we head out of here, is there anything you'd like to tell the wonderful people who are watching?
most importantly, life is short. Drink cold sodas. If you're going to drink a cold soda, might I suggest a Diet Pepsi? Makes life that much better.
What a weenie.
Leave the kombucha alone. Sunday or Saturday, this Saturday, 2 days from now, second Saturday of the First Lady. It's always gonna be a great giveaway. Always gonna be a great time. First Lady's gonna come on and she's going to just wow you with her awesomeness. And we got some great things given away, and I know she's gonna talk about some good stuff. So
I need to
noon
take
Traveler's
pictures
Rest
of my
time.
desk today tonight before I leave. So send it to you guys so you know where to put it all when you tear up my side of the studio again.
I'll put the garbage right back where it is.
My side of the studio is very clean, by the way.
Once a month, once a year.
All right, so yeah, no, we'll good show. I know it's a little short. Sorry about that. I did not prepare to do much, and I don't feel knowledgeable enough. Ronald Smith says, "Good morning from Africa." Good morning, Ronald.
My man, have you been watching these pictures?
I've seen the pictures of the lions
Stinking amazing.
going up. I just thought Michigan was recently invaded by the Serengeti.
I wanted to see Ronald jump up and down like those dancers did at his dinner.
Bob Ellis says, good friend of mine, 48 years old, died of a massive heart attack this week. Life is short. Sorry about that, Bob. Fireborn says Chief should pick 2 weeks worth of picks of stick pick of the week. Just a thought. Maybe I will next week. Who knows? Yeah. So we'll have Chief Talk next week. The week after we will not, but I'll remind you guys next week about that. Unfortunately, I know it's so soon off of the last time, but this is the time of year where Chief Talk starts taking their breaks, because we will. So we'll let's look at the calendar here. So we have Chief Talk next week. We will not have it on the 23rd. Then we'll have Chief Talk on the 30th. We will not have Chief Talk on the 6th. We'll have Chief Talk on the 13th and the 20th. We will not have it on the 27th. Then we'll have it on the 4th, the 11th, and 18th, but not the 25th, and probably not January 1st. So we're getting into that season where holidays start popping up and we start taking the breaks. But technically, we tell our sponsors we give you at least 40 weeks a year.
We try to pull 50.
We try.
48 to 50.
I will be close.
Yeah, we'll be
because today's 37, so we got 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44. So 44. So we can't get to 50, but we can get to 44. So, with all of that being said, sorry about the sound issues earlier. I don't know. I don't understand what was going on with it. Hopefully, we don't ever have that problem ever again. Ronald Smith's getting ready for hot air balloon. So we will see you guys next week. Have a good week. Smoke good cigars. Drink good drinks. And as always, hit up the Discord. Let us know what you're smoking. And hopefully next week I'll remember to put those pictures up on the Discord or on the stream. I love you all. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Be good. And if you can't be good at it.
Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a one-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go. Go. Go.